Welcome to the second part of the Journal Entry Request Process Training. In this video, we will be discussing how to successfully complete and submit a journal entry request. Let's get started. The first step is pre-initiation. After reviewing your transactions, do you need to do an adjustment, a reclassification, or a transfer? If you answered yes, a JE request is exactly what you need. The next step is to obtain proper supporting documentation. The first document needed is a copy of the Finance Data Warehouse report showing the transaction line item needed for correction. The second document is a copy of an invoice or a receipt of the transaction. The last supporting document is specific only to departmental transfers. If you are submitting a JE for departmental transfers, please include proof of calculations. A simple Excel document of how you achieved your final number is required for the accounting department to process your JE request. The third step is how to complete a JE request template. As mentioned in the previous slide, obtain a copy of the Finance Data Warehouse drill down report showing the transaction line item needed for correction. Second, download the JE request template, which can be found in the accounting repository on the Fiscal Affairs Journal Entry Request website. Third, fill out and complete the JE request template as shown on the next slide. The example we will be using today is a correction for an incorrect account on Finance Data Warehouse. On the JE request template, navigate to row 19. Row 19 will be a copy of the incorrect transaction line item that was posted in your Finance Data Warehouse report. Keep in mind, amount, column L, will have the opposite value from the Finance Data Warehouse report. For example, if your amount in Finance Data Warehouse is a positive, the value that you enter in cell 19 will be a negative, and vice versa. Next, navigate to row 20. This row is the correct transaction line item that should have been posted onto Finance Data Warehouse originally. In this example, there are two corrections, one for the adjustment from 660003 to 660009, and one for 660003 to 660064. Remember to input Finance Data Warehouse values into the required cells, which include account, fund, department ID, description, journal line reference, amount, and type of adjustment. If you have a program, class, or project ID, record these values as well in their appropriate fields on the JE request template. Next, scroll down until you see a box titled Journal Entry Request Explanation. In this section, please enter an explanation as to why the incorrect transaction was posted to the current chart field and why the correction/adjustment is needed. In addition, please fill out the following fields: requester, extension, request date, department, and approver. Almost done. Next is authorization. After you have completed your JE request template and have gathered all supporting documentation, the next step is to obtain signatures from your appropriate approvers. After they have reviewed your documentation and have signed off, send an email that includes the following attachments: the signed PDF JE request template, the completed Excel version of that JE request template, and supporting documentation to journalrequest@sfsu.edu. The accounting team will review your JE request packet. If the accounting team finds any issues, they will notify you by email. Failure to respond within 14 days will result in your request being rejected. Once successfully processed, your JE request will be reflected in Finance Data Warehouse and a copy will be available via box. Please refer to our accounting repository for the link to box. This concludes the second video installment for the Journal Entry Request Training. For additional support, please visit our JE request page on our Fiscal Affairs website for all the resources you need to complete a journal entry request. Thanks for watching.